Heyo, my Planet Coaster friends, Johnny5 Alive here, and welcome back to another episode of Coaster Spotlight. Today we have a fun adventure coaster and water river rapids dual spotlight, so stay tuned and let's check it out. All right, welcome back everybody. Hope you're all having a fantastic day. If you are, be sure to leave a like, and if you're new here, subscribe for more daily Planet Coaster content. And if you guys enjoy the show and everything that we do here, please do consider supporting it further through the Patreon page, and also come join us on Discord. Links are down in the description below for both of those things. And with that out of the way, let's dive right into the creation of the day, which is Temple Gods, created by 420 Coffee, one of our Discord builders. And here they say, just a few years ago, this temple and surrounding area was dug up. To gain money for the dig, an exiting river was used from the river rapids ride. The river went through the temples, caves, and ruins, and who knows? The gods in the temple fight for control of the weather, leaving two surprises in the temple. As a result, a coaster was added to please the gods and add more money for the dig. The coaster is full of close calls and close interactions with the river rapids. You will get wet. Haha, perfect. Okay, let's get into it, ladies and gentlemen. So it is a single spotlight today, but I feel like this is a worthy of a single spotlight because it looks amazing, and we're also riding a river rapids, so it's technically still a bundle. There's a ton of content here in terms of a single creation, but it's not a blueprint. It's 8,000 parts, and that does mean you could get it into a two-part blueprint. So if you could manage to divide this into two 4,000 parts, you could definitely pull that off and share it with the community. But for now, it is a park file, which means we have guests and we have a queue. So which one is which? Looks like people are getting off of there. Looks like they're coming down through here though. So is that in fact the exit? It is. Love the way the snake's wrapping around that. Okay, so coaster and rapids. Well, I think we got to start with the coaster because it is a coaster spotlight. But these interactive queues are so much fun. Look at this, we're already getting wet. We can see the coaster track going right above the river rapids. I love that. And we walk around that way, this way. And we start heading up the temple. All the guests, quite wonderful. That is epic looking. I love the fact that the lift goes up in between both the exit and the queue. That's really cool. I can't wait to see what that looks like in rider perspective. Look at this crazy golden snake wrapping around everything. Phenomenal. So here's a look at the coaster, ladies and gentlemen, the Temple Gods. And yeah, there's a look at all the stats. Nothing that stands out too much other than 11 inversions. Good googly moogly. 1,400 meters in track length, so this one's a doozy. Guests are loading up, so let's get on it. Here we go! Wow, that is truly incredible. You know what? For old time's sakes, I think we're gonna do this at nighttime, but also in cinematic. Now, in yesterday's video, I talked a little bit of bundles versus singles, and now we're doing a single. I don't know if it was yesterday's video because I have some other rides that I'm going to be staggering in, but the last bundle that I did was the Architect bundle with the Incredible Hulk coaster. I talked at the end of the video, well, what do you guys think? What do you prefer, bundles or singles? And I'm going to have a little poll slash thing for you guys to leave your comments down below. So if you missed that video, go back and check that one out. The Incredible Hulk thumbnail, and leave your opinions and thoughts about the singles versus bundle spotlight discussion, because I'd love to get more thoughts on that one, and I'll go back and check the comments and see if anyone has gone back and updated their thoughts on that. But with that said, one thing I didn't really get to discuss was the cinematic mode. With the singles, we had more time in the episode to check out the day and the night and ride multiple perspectives, but with the bundles, we're doing multiple coasters per episode, so we don't really have time for day-night runs and also cinematic. But for me, I feel like cinematic didn't really offer a lot. So what I want to ask to you guys here today is, what do you think of cinematic mode? Do you prefer it? Do you like it? Do you think it's a waste of time? Leave your thoughts down below. Me personally, I feel like cinematic depending on the coaster, it could be absolutely amazing, but half the time it doesn't end up working. In this case, it wasn't really that great throughout half of the experience, but when it was working pretty good. I think it works best on these big open coasters that obviously don't have custom supports. There's certain things, but back in the day when I used to do one coaster per episode, that was something I always weighed in my mind was, okay, this one here doesn't seem like it's gonna do cinematic well, so we're gonna have to skip it on this one. But sometimes when it did work well, it worked really well. So I personally like it time to time, but not every time. That's my thoughts on it. I'd love to hear what you guys think of it down below. But personally, I didn't get to give my thoughts on the coaster at all. I think the coaster layout and interaction between the scenery as well as the river rapids looks absolutely amazing. I love the fact that you've made this big mountain in the middle and you did that all with rocks, and it looks natural, looks fitting, and it looks absolutely incredible. The way it's, you know, integrated into the queue like this and then goes up and drops in, and we have that underground interaction. There's krakens inside of there. The way you just come barreling out of these like caves into a cobra roll and then back in. I thought the interaction was phenomenal. This is some expert master quality stuff, and it's from a beginner builder. Yeah, so I mean, 420 coffee, you are killing it with this. This looks phenomenal. But we're not done yet, ladies and gentlemen. We have a river rapids to check out, and this one I am really curious to check out the queue, because the queue was really good for the coaster. Okay, looking good. You will get wet. You will get wet. Indeed. Winding our way up. And look at that. It's kind of strangely integrated. But it works, because the guests will walk through here to here, and they get on here. How come... Okay, there are guests. How come none of them are in queue? They don't like your river rapids as nearly as much as your coaster. That's unfortunate. I think we might end up riding this one alone. Huh. Well, there's a look at all the stats if you want to see them. Gotta find the right boat here. I don't think... Actually, you know what? Seat might work. No, I'm going with this one. Yeah, all the guests are getting off and nobody's queuing up. We just gotta watch this empty thing float around. But that's okay. We can enjoy the scenery. That's what's most important here. Yeah, I really love the fact that you've brought in the coaster low. Oh, here we go. Wow. And it's done in such a way that they won't... when they're hanging, they're up higher. And when they're upside down, it's lower. So you won't have these guests sticking their arms up and the other guests putting their arms down to a point which might cause some arms to break. So that's actually really well thought out. I like it. I always love these river rapids built into coasters. We've seen it quite a few times throughout the show. I mean, a lot of times. It's just a very common thing, and a lot of good themes that can come about it. I don't think we've ever seen like a log flume being used. It's always the river rapids. But I'm wondering, this summer, we got a summer coming up, somebody needs to do a triple water ride coaster, a water cascade, a river rapids, and a log flume. Oh, they added the new boat ride. So add in a fourth boat ride as well, and make like the water god coaster, and somehow mash 4 different rides into one. That would be incredible. Is there a limit of 3 or is it 4? Because I know you can only put so many rides into a blueprint. Unless they change that. I can't remember now. But I think it will be possible to do 4 water rides. And that is definitely something we've never seen before. So if anyone wants to accept the challenge, do a log flume, a river rapids, a boat ride, and a water cascade. I think that'd be super cool. Okay, you're using the day-night sequencer. I love the way this cave looks. Are we gonna get a coaster coming by? No. Oh! Spoke too soon. Yeah, the lighting in here is great. The purples, the blues, the greens. Nice gradient. Look at all the colors like reflecting off the boat. It's amazing. Oh, this is super immersive. Like, look at all the details in the surrounding foliage. All the hanging vines, the rubble. We got animatronics. It's pretty crazy. Here we go. We got the booby traps up ahead. Oh, wow. Oh! That's a great way to do a splash. I feel like you should have done some in the direction of the boat, so it splashes towards you, not just straight up. This is really cool. Now again, I'm very surprised, 420 Coffee. The level of detail, the quality, the design of the coaster layout, as well as the river rapids, all intertwined, interacting. I want to take a closer look at your workshop now. And still try to control this camera. Let's see what you got here. Come on, go to his workshop. Sausage King of Chicago. Raw? Oh, Raw was great. Grizzly was... Oh, did I see Grizzly? That looks phenomenal. Did I feature Grizzly? That looks so good. Okay, 420 Coffee, you have to apply for a workshop review because we recently did workshop reviews, and we're not doing another one until the contest is finished. And looking at your workshop here, you have way more than enough here. to be advanced builder or higher. The Roast House Coffee and Shop, your builds are really masterful. The problem is you only have 8 creations ever. They're looking great. Temple Gods, 8K. Oh, looks like he did turn this into an 8K blueprint. He just sent me a park file. So yeah, this is actually two of the same thing on your workshop. Well, 3 of the same thing on your workshop. So technically you only have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And your first one's kind of not that great. No offense, it's your first creation ever. Oh wait, look at your screen. It doesn't look too bad actually. No, it's pretty plain. But isn't our first creation always like that? So in my opinion, we have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 things to judge. But I still think you could get at least advanced easily, for sure. So apply for that workshop review, and the moderators will deliberate what quality they think or what rank you deserve. But the quality of your workshop is really, really good. I just want to see you crank out more of this stuff. Looking at your last one, which was like the Wickerman inspired one, the raw one, you did that back in December. So we haven't seen anything new from you this year, 420 Coffee. So get back in there and get playing the game, because you're an amazing creator, and I can't wait to see what you do next. What did you guys think? Leave your comments down below. And I can't believe it. Holy moly, we're at 18 minutes on a single spotlight. Imagine if I put 2 more in here. So great job filling up the time on this video, 420 Coffee. You had a lot to showcase in this, and worthy of a single spotlight. Absolutely amazing. There you guys go. That's going to do it for me here today in today's video. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you all so much for watching, and I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye now.